Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from London, England. And firstly and foremost, I apologise for being a couple of hours late. I've had a long week at work, but no excuses. I should have been here from 4:55 p.m. in the afternoon, and I have promised you guys 4:55 p.m. Didn't happen, and firstly and truly, I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls. Otherwise, good morning to you guys. Hope you're enjoying breakfast or enjoying taking your dog for a walk or taking the children to school. Good afternoon, whether parents are picking up their children from school, you're having job interviews, or you're enjoying your day out in your trips. Or from London, England, I say, excuse me, I say good night and rest well. And yeah, I wish I'd done this earlier myself. The main thing is I'm here to chat with you guys, and welcome to another DLG Reppin'S Daily Transfer News involving all things to do with Arsenal Football Club. Now, before I get into the ins and outs, and hopefully later on, or if not later on, tomorrow morning or afternoon, I'm going to welcome Alexander Zinchenko to Arsenal. He has now officially been announced as a fifth Arsenal signing, but I'm going to do the welcome video of my own tomorrow. But before I get into other ins and outs, smash the thumbs up like button, as you can see here, yeah? Smash them in abundance, yeah? Do me a favor and share this channel virally all over the world, especially to your friends and your relatives. If you're watching for the first time, yeah, welcome on board. But make sure you share this channel to your friends and your relatives, and get either your friends or your relative to share it amongst their friends and relatives, yeah? If that makes sense. Also, if you got a question, football related, of course, anything about Arsenal, other clubs, you've got an opinion, you'd like to share something with me, please feel free to leave it in the chat, yeah? That's what it's there for. On top of that, yeah, do subscribe to the channel. And speaking of which, shout out to yourself, sir or madam. I don't care what gender you are, from a he or she point of view, or race. This channel welcomes all human beings from all over the world, yeah? All different backgrounds, cultures, etc. Because you're the latest subscriber to my channel. Now, I am delighted to express my love and gratitude to you for subscribing. So thank you from my humble heart. So this is what happens when you subscribe. Keep subscribing. Smash that button for me, yeah? Left, right, and center. Galore. Passionately. Yes. And let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Why not by the end of this year or the beginning of the new year? Anyway, this is another DLG Reppin'S Daily Transfer News involving all things to do with Arsenal Football Club. And as Alexander Zinchenko has signed, I can say that he'll be an individual that if he's available and fit, he starts the Crystal Palace game, depending on Kieran Tierney, or he may start in midfield, which I haven't got a problem with, but I still want midfielders. And speaking of which, now our attention surely turns to Yuri Tielemans, the Belgium international and Leicester City midfielder. Now, Brendan Rodgers has said that he doesn't see him signing a new contract. And Yuri Tielemans has come out publicly and said that he wants to play for Arsenal over Manchester United. He wants the Arsenal move. Now, what is going on? Now, Edu and Arteta, I think they want the guy, and I believe they are doing everything they can to make this happen. Well, don't be just selling these our Deadwood players to get him. Just get the job done. For crying out loud, time is ticking. Crystal Palace is about 2 weeks away, I believe. We need to get transfer activity done and get Yuri Tillman in before the Crystal Palace game. If he's in, then obviously he starts the Crystal Palace game. And there's no arguments to it. Lucas Paqueta. Now, I wonder what Edu is doing behind the scenery, along with Vinay Venkatesham and Josh Kroenke. Now, Arsenal are very interested in him. The player himself has said that he wants to leave Lyon. And all that I can pin my hopes on is Edu getting behind this one because of the Brazilian connection. And yes, he loves his Brazilian players. You know, he knows the Brazilian market better than anyone at the football club. But then again, Zinchenko is not a Brazilian. Neither is Fabio Vieira. But he's been accused of bringing in players of Portuguese speaking language. You get what I'm saying? All I can say is we do need to strengthen that midfield area, and I want to see a top-class midfield playmaker, deep-line playmaker, before the Crystal Palace fixture away. That's the first league game of the season for Arsenal. And then the first home league fixture is Leicester City. Could we have Tielemans against Leicester City, playing against Leicester City? That would be very interesting. Arsenal fans, do you see us signing Yuri Tielemans before the Crystal Palace game? I'm putting that question out there. Leave it in the chat. Right, Ivan Toney. Now, a plan B striker. Got a plan B goal-scoring target striker. I've been talking about this all throughout this transfer window. Now, is this a necessary signing? I would say yes. Or Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't understand I don't understand why Arsenal fans rub up their noses about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. If you're talking about signing realistic targets, now I'm mentioning their names because they're realistic targets at a realistic price with realistic wages per week. Why can't we go in for one of the two? Or should we show more ambition and fight for Gianluca Scamacca, the Sassuolo striker? I think West Ham they're showing more interest, and I think they're leading the race for his signature. Plus, the wages he will get at West Ham, with all due respect to West Ham United, we could pay a little bit more than him. But if he is choosing to go West Ham, it's because Arsenal keep wasting time, dillying and dallying, as they always have done when their targets move elsewhere, because they're fed up of the long game. That's how the transfer works. You got to be in there early and aggressive, ruthless, and that is what needs to be said about our football club and the way that it operates. Right, Pau Torres. Now, I brought up his name yesterday, and I think I'm going to bring him up again. This is a combative defender, competitive, physical challenger. I like the look of him, and it'll be ideal if Arsenal can get a centre half like him. Now, I don't know how true it is, but I'm hearing some noises that Arteta really likes the guy. If there's any truth in it, you can leave it in the comment section again. The outs. Now, Nicolas Pepe, I'm going to talk about him a little bit because there's been talks that Newcastle United want to sign him. And that's what's flowing around Tyneside. Anyway, these we'll have to meet the valuation. It's whether Newcastle are prepared to meet the valuation of £25 million fee, if that can be agreed with Arsenal. Excuse me. Do excuse me. I'll be back. I'll find the thing that's bugging me. Yeah. All right. Back again. as Troops would say. Big up your damn self, Troops, from your guy, DLG Reppin'. Anyway, I would like to think Arsenal Newcastle can meet in between 20 to 25 million pounds. Yeah. If Newcastle are interested, they would be contacting Arsenal. Now that it's been publicly stated that Newcastle are interested in signing Pepe. So clubs are after him, not just Newcastle, Sevilla, Leeds United. They could do a winger. I mean, it'll be interesting to see where Newcastle see him as in terms of his playing position. Because I don't think he's a winger. I think he plays behind a striker or on the left-hand side. Let's see how that pans out. Right, Hector Bellerin, again, I think he's another player that will go. He is another player that will go, should I say. Atletico Madrid, I've been making inquiries about him, but I think the man himself has his heart set on Real Betis. Now, the wages, he may take a pay cut with all due respect. The fee seems to be the stumbling block between Arsenal and Real Betis. The two clubs can't agree a fee. Or it's a case of Real Betis not having enough funds to pay Arsenal the transfer fee they're asking for. Nuno Tavares. Now, Brighton and Hove Albion have made inquiries about him, but Arsenal only want a loan deal. Only because they fear of Marc Cucurella leaving Brighton on a permanent basis to go and play for Manchester City. Manchester City have a problem in that area now that they've sold Zinchenko to Arsenal. So we should wait and see how that pans out. But for me, he is a talented left back, good Premier League performing left back, should I say. And I would like to believe that Man City will do everything they can to stump up the cash and give Brighton the correct money and sign him. And if he chooses to want to play for Man City, then Nuno Tavares is a player they see on a permanent basis, but Arsenal want a loan deal. Pablo Mari, a left-footed centre-half, who is definitely going to be on his way out of the club. Well, it's been said that he never done himself any favours in the pre-season games that have just gone by. So all will be sorted out soon. And speaking of his representative, they're looking for clubs for him in Italy. And Lucas Torreira, his representatives are looking for clubs in Italy. But would he end up at Valencia? They've said that the deal's been agreed. So we shall see how that pans out. Anyway, I'm going to end it here once again and say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you for putting up with me in my bright white shirt. Anyway, I'll be doing a welcome to Arsenal video for Alexander Zinchenko. So it could be in the morning, afternoon, or evening. I'll plan for the morning or afternoon. So bear that in mind. Other than that, take care of your people, take care of your friends, or should I say humans, take care of your friends, take care of your families, do take care of yourself, stay safe. If it's 40 odd degrees where you are around the world, drink lots of water, don't risk your lives. Again, DLG Reppin', I'm always here to chat again. Peace, love, and bless again. Please please remember just to be nice.